Hi everyone, Alchemist here. Today's reading is going to be about how to deal with toxic people in your life. Now, we all know that many of us are surrounded by toxic people. Either we want it or not. It could be people we know, it could be our friends, it could be members of our family, it could be strangers we encounter on a daily basis. It could be people you meet at work. Many people are surrounded by negativity, and these toxic behaviors or people tend to drag us down. They're not really good for us, and sometimes it could be even a person that you don't know. It could be, let's say, I'm going to give you an example. Maybe you're having such a joyful day, you're having such a happy day, and you're feeling good, you're feeling positive, and you're feeling on top of the world. And then you go to some place, some public place, it could be a station, it could be a coffee shop, it could be a restaurant. And there's gonna be someone there, either a customer or the waiter or the person who's working there in this public place, which you don't even go to every day. You're just going there for fun, let's say. And some person there just irritates you or does something that's really rude to you, or let's say the service is really, really bad, or someone is going to tell you something bad about people are very act in very mysterious ways, and they sometimes say things or do things that are not understandable, because a lot of humans are unfortunately stupid, and they would do things that don't make sense. Actually, it's okay if they don't make sense, but it would be more so like harming you, like or causing you uncomfort or pain or disrespect or just things like that, right? Because it's okay if people do things that don't make sense, as long as it's positive, as long as it comes with fun, right? And laughter, But if they do something that's kind of rude, and then this reading is gonna address how you don't let that mess up your day, how you don't let that that behavior or that situation that happened to you, how you don't let it affect you and affect your life and control your life. And this is part of knowing that the only thing you're in control of is what's happening inside of you. You can, of course, you are the creator of your reality. You are God. Everything you're creating around you, it's yours. But other people that you encounter every day, they're also creating their own realities. And each other's realities, your reality and their realities, create Vesica Pisces. You can go check my video about the Vesica Pisces. It explains what I'm saying here. Your reality is here, their reality is right here, and when they encounter each other, they create this Vesica Pisces in the middle, which is sacred geometry, and that's almost like two realities co-creating each other. It's your reality versus their reality, or your reality in addition to their reality. So you can't control their reality. If they're rude, if they're bad, if they're toxic, you can't control their reality. You're controlling your own reality. So how do you deal with that? How do you deal with these unexpected situations that are gonna just come across your way? Because they can be very annoying, and they can destroy the peace that you're going through. Because you might be having the most peaceful day, and something suddenly happens, and then you're upside down, and then that's it, and then you're like, you don't know what's going on anymore, and that you feel like that peace is gone. So I'm gonna pull a few cards that are going to address this subject in case it happens to you. What do you need to do? What are you supposed to do? And let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, one card jumped. It's interesting. One card jumped directly on my lap. So the Two of Cups. Two of Cups jumped here. And it says, this is Lord of Love. So the only way to overcome this situation that's going to happen to you is love. And what does Spirit wants to say here by love? Spirit here wants to say by you have to love yourself enough, not the other person. Because if someone is harming you, why should you love them? And that's part of being dark. Okay, that's another thing, how to connect to your darkness. You have to love yourself enough and so much to the point where other people's BS will never affect you. You're so in love with yourself. You're so in love with who you are. You know who you are. You're so in peace with deep inside, within you. Whatever is within you is so rock solid, unshaken, can't be moved. It's so solid, and it's full of that love, that kind of compassion, that just pure energy. Okay, that pure energy. It's so full of it that even if the person tells you the most horrendous things, or acts in such a rude way towards you, even if they do so, you're not gonna be affected. You're gonna laugh it out. You're gonna probably laugh, or you're not gonna even care. You're just gonna leave. Or because you probably should leave, because why should you let a toxic environment? Why should you stay in a toxic environment? Because that person's environment is toxic. So this usually what we tend to do is like, no, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna have it my way. What I recommend you to do is to leave, because that energy belongs to them. You don't want to suck it more. You want to leave. You want to leave and let them be with that energy. Let them be with it. So love yourself. Love yourself, which also comes with know thyself. Love yourself, know thyself. And you know what's interesting? You know, earlier I had a little glimpse of what's at the bottom of the deck. Justice. And then justice will be given to you. Justice will be given to you, because everything's energy. And if that person with their BS try to mess up your day, and your vibration was so high that it didn't affect you, that energy is gonna come back to them. Because energy flows. If you dodge it, or if you're so strong that it comes and it tries to touch you and there's nothing, it has to go somewhere else. And who's the closest person at that point that it's gonna go to? The person who's trying to give you that energy. So it's gonna bounce back to them, because you're just there and it's not affecting you. It's not working on you. That energy is not working on you. So justice is gonna be given. And here we have this beautiful representation of yin and yang, which is basically opposite. And then what goes around comes around, right? So that energy is gonna go and come back at them and hurt them. It's gonna basically, they're gonna hurt themselves, whatever they were trying to inflict to you for whatever reason, because you're minding your own business and you're not harming anyone. So your peace is disturbing them, because that's how human beings are. Unfortunately, when they see someone who's so peaceful, they want to disturb that peace. They're bothered by your peace. They don't like it. They don't like to see you peaceful. How come this person is peaceful? How come this person looks so chill and peaceful and just like in their elements? They don't want to see that. So you attract these malicious energies. They're going to come to you. Get ready for it. I go through this, trust me. And the only way to counter that is to not be affected by it, is to just be so high that no matter what they're projecting on you, it's gonna come back at them, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it hard. Like whatever they're trying to project on you, when it comes back to them, it's gonna kick really hard. So that's how you deal with it. Love yourself really, really so much. And just know who you are, be confident with who you are, and raise your frequency so high by eating healthy foods will always raise your frequency. Don't eat meats. Meats will always bring you down to the lower frequencies. So if you want to always float, be here, eat healthy, take care of yourself, exercise, know who you are, be in your elements, connect with the things you want to connect with, just be aware, have awareness of what's happening, and justice is going to be given to you. Wear protective jewelry, which is what I do, because protective jewelry can absorb that energy as well. If you're a beginner and if you're really struggling with this, you can wear the jewelry that you love and charge it with your own energy. So when someone is trying to inflict harm on you or this negativity, the jewelry will absorb it and it will take it. That's also one thing you can do. But most importantly, just try to love yourself. And what I mean by love is just value yourself. You're the god of your reality. So you're number one. If you're gonna let their energy affect you, it's gonna mean that you're not in control of your reality. You're not in control of the reality you create. But you are. You are in control of the reality that you create because it's your reality. I know it's a little bit confusing because I say you're not in control. You're only in control with what's within you, but you're also in control with the reality you create. But the thing you can't really control is other people's reality. So if you let that affect you, it's almost like it's almost like you're becoming a sort of slave to them because they succeeded in making you feel the way they wanted. That's kind of a form of slavery. You don't want that. You really don't want that. Okay. Again, the bottom of the deck, Princess of Pentacles. Beautiful card here. Like, I mean, look how like this figure is like gorgeous, and the way she's standing, and she's a princess and she knows who she is. She's kind of like just confident, and she looks like nothing can shake her. Look at that. Look, no matter what you try to tell her, she knows she's the princess. Nothing's gonna change her or shake her reality. And whatever you're projecting, which was what I was talking about, is look at this huge pentacle here. It's like a vortex, and it's this darkness in the middle. This darkness is gonna absorb it. So whatever you're, this person, you have this vortex here. Whatever this people, whatever BS they're trying to project onto you to mess up your peace, this vortex is going to absorb it, is going to take it, right? And you're still intact. And look, you're even protected by this shield around you. It's like a shield of energy that's just protecting you, and then nothing can affect you. So remember, you have the power. You, no matter how much these people are trying to, and you're gonna come across these people on a daily basis, trust me. And sometimes they're people you work with, sometimes they're in your family. And the only way to deal with them is what I just said. That's the only way. Because, of course, at some point, if this keeps occurring, you have to take your distance from these people. If, for example, they're family members or friends or coworkers, and you see them every day and they do the same behavior every day, then you have to try to become distant from them, take your distance, and know when to say no. You have to be just give that value to yourself. And that also comes from darkness, you know, like the Justice card here that showed up earlier. Justice is dark. Justice comes from darkness, not from light. Why? Because justice is fair, and when people go to trials and when someone does something bad, you punish them. Punishment is dark. It's not light. Jesus was light because he was forgiving everyone, regardless of who they are. He wanted to forgive them. So that's light. But justice, which consists in punishing people who do something bad, punishment is dark. So embrace your darkness. That darkness is gonna give you that a confidence and power, which is gonna help you to become more aware of who you are and not let these energies affect you. And let's pull a couple more cards. So one more card. Knight of Cups. Look at this beautiful cup. So what's cool here, like all the cards are upright, which is rare in a reading. So we have the Princess of Pentacles, this beautiful card that I showed earlier, and the Knight of Cups as well. And here, this Knight of Cups, look how it's kind of these two cards speak to each other. Here, she's like so confident and like kind of almost arrogant, but in a very good way, you know, like very confident and very attractive. Seems like nothing can affect me. No matter what you try to do to me, I'm not gonna be affected. Nothing's gonna harm me. This card has the same energy. Look at this Knight of Cups. Look at that. Look at the horse and riding the waves of the ocean. And it's like, how can you affect someone like that? How? That's not even possible. No matter what someone is trying to do to this knight, it's not gonna work. It's not. And this is who you are. You just have to become aware of it. You are this Knight of Cups. You are this Princess of Pentacles. You are. And you are powerful, and you are strong, and you are gifted. And you can, by embracing your power, you can get justice. Justice is always on your side because your power comes from the dark. But you have to, first of all, love yourself as much as possible, which was the first card that I pulled. So 4 beautiful, beautiful cards, all upright, to confirm that, you know, nothing can affect you unless you let it. You control your reality, so don't let it. Don't let it inside of your reality. No matter how horrendous or horrible this behavior or this attack is gonna come, it's your job to not let it in. And mind you, this can come from spirits as well. This expands beyond just human beings. I'm talking about malicious and spirits, negative entities, and they're everywhere. They roam around. They feed on negative energy. They feed on arguments and hate and stuff like that. So be careful, because if you don't do what I said in this reading, these negative entities, they're gonna target you. They're gonna target you because you're gonna let that negative, hateful energy in your life, and once it's in your life, they're gonna be attracted to it, and they're gonna try to cause you harm more and more, and give you like psychic attacks, and you don't want that to happen. So this goes for humans and for spirits. This applies to the spirit realm as well, because in the spirit realm, it works exactly the same. As above, so below. Remember that. As above, so below. And I'm gonna leave it up here. I hope this reading helped, and I'll see you in the next video.